listen to that. Texas blues legend Johnny Winter has died at the age of 70. A representative for the artist says Winter died in a hotel room in Zurich. He was one of the biggest names in blues music during the 1970s. Rolling Stone says he's one of the top 100 guitarists of all time. He was inducted into the Blues Foundation Hall of Fame in 1988. And today we have with us author Mary Lou Sullivan. Her biography of Johnny Winter was released in 2010, and it's titled Raising Cain, the Wild and Raucous Story of Johnny Winter. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for inviting me.
I shared with you that I saw him and Buddy Guy together in a concert. As you can imagine, it was tremendous. It was unbelievable. You knew him for a long time. What do you think made him such a great musician? What was it?
Well, Johnny was driven. He was driven from a very young age. I mean, he was albino. He grew up in Texas. Wasn't easy. He liked to, what did he say? He liked to show off in front of people. So he started singing with his brother, and he was determined. He was going to be famous. He said he didn't think it would take as long as it did, but he had drive, and he had that talent.
Amazing. And, you know, the title of your book says it all. He was known as kind of this wild guy. What's one of the greatest stories that he shared with you about his rock and roll life? His
wildness? Well, he threw up on Janis Joplin in a helicopter.
Okay.
When they were leaving Miami.
Yikes.
He played with Jimi Hendrix quite a bit in the scene, and then afterwards, he was just wild, I guess. He was fearless. Even as a child, he was fearless. He was blind, and he rode a bicycle all around. So he just loved music, and he did whatever he had to do. And when he got strung out on heroin, he put himself in rehab when nobody put themselves in rehab.
Right.
And where Rolling Stone called it a mental institution because they didn't have those kind of things.
Wow. So he played with Jimmy. I mean, was there someone else that he loved to play with?
Muddy Waters. He revived Muddy Waters' career by producing him. And Johnny was a sweetheart. You know, he could be really boisterous and bold, but you know, one-on-one, he was like really sweet. One time he took me. He lives in Connecticut. He lived in Connecticut. He took me up to his room where he had all his awards up and his hats, and he had a shirt that he got from Jimi Hendrix. It was like a little kid when you're 11, taking you to the bedroom and see this.
Well.
So, the last time I saw him was when he did the foreword for the book, and I went over there, and he said to me, that book was so good because he read it. He goes, I'm going to come over and give you a kiss. And he got up and he walked across the room and kissed me. Now, for Johnny Winter, he doesn't get up and give anybody a kiss. Right. And he liked it, and my thing was, too, to get his story out in his own words, because once people die, everybody's got their own little story.
Right.
And I used to say everybody's got a Johnny Winter story, and some of them are even true.
All right. Well, we're glad you got it out before his death. And thanks for being here. And people should go home and download Johnny Winter tonight on their iPods.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks so much.